channel. In this video I want to show you the whole process of renovating my art studio into a style that is more true to both my own taste and this 100-year-old house. You're going to see how I went from this and over the course of almost 2 months I made it into this. In this video I'm going to focus more on the process, all the stages of work and products I used, and then in my next video I will do a full art studio tour. So I really hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you do remember to like and subscribe. Sorry for the abrupt end, let's just jump right into the voiceover. So the state of my studio was basically I moved in and just threw in all my stuff in the room. I didn't own enough furniture to actually properly store all my stuff, so I've just been working out of my moving boxes until I could do this whole makeover, which meant that I had to start with cleaning the entire place. And while I do that, here are some of the photos on my mood board that I was kind of working from. Obviously, it's not going to be this cluttered in the beginning, but I am going to kind of work my way to this more cluttered and lived-in look. I had some old DC fix on my table and it was starting to look pretty horrific, so I decided that it had to go. Eventually I'm going to get a whole new table, but for now I'm going to keep this table. It's just a basic IKEA table. I'm just going to keep it in the original black color it was. Next I started to remove some of the molding. It was enough of a pain in the ass, and since I was planning on using this same molding, so I decided to only remove the molding on the one wall that I am planning on taking the plaster down on. So for the rest of them I just covered them and painted the walls with them there, which hopefully I won't regret in the future. It is what it is, it was just way too much work and there were so many nails. It was a pain in the ass. Next I covered up my windows and then it was time to start with everyone's favorite thing, painting the ceiling. And this was kind of a learning curve for me because I went with a pretty cheap paint, and this resulted in me having to paint the ceiling a total of 4 times. 4 layers of paint to get it even. I didn't mind the wood peeking through, it was just that the darkness of the wood kept peeking through here and there and it looked very uneven. So 4 times I painted the ceiling. My hand was so sore after this, but it's done and it's looking really great. Now I finally got to rip off this pink wallpaper. Now don't get me wrong, in small sections it was actually kind of cute, just not in an art studio, maybe like in a bedroom or something, but I was really happy to see it go. And here I'm wetting the wallpaper glue, and that made it come off really easy as well. Now I'm taking a little bit break from the walls and I'm going to do a little remake on this lamp that was already in this room. So if you looked at my mood board, you could see that I was going for pretty neutral gray shades on the walls, and then I'm going to warm that up with some wood and then have a black accent color on some of the details and maybe some of the furniture. So that's what I was picturing for this lamp, and it turned out quite nice, way better this way than it was before. Okay, now back to the walls. So I finally got to ripping down this plaster wall. I had sort of checked that there was old logs underneath. In other places in this house there's already been some exposed log walls because this is a log house. And I really wanted one wall to be an exposed log wall in my studio as well, but as I ripped out the wall, I realized that there was only like 1/3 of a log wall and then the rest was just planks, which was obviously a huge disappointment, but luckily my dad had some really nice ideas and some wood ready to make the rest of the wall look as nice as these 100-year-old logs. This is the plan for the plank wall that wasn't logs. We're just going to put these unedged boards over the planks and then obviously make them a similar color to the logs. So yeah. But I think this is going to look really nice and make this wall a lot more interesting. So technically I guess I made 2 accent walls in my studio, and this is the second one in addition to the log wall. For this wall I had a very clear vision and no idea how I was going to actually make it happen, but I set up a plan and I think it worked out well. I wanted it to look sort of like a lime wash, but maybe a little bit more dramatic and contrasty, and I wanted to use normal paints. Obviously these are non-plastic paints, but still normal indoor paints. And I did make a separate video on how I actually achieved this look, so I'm not going to go too much into that here. And then for the rest of the walls I ended up mixing my dark and light shades from that accent wall and made them this pretty light gray color. And then I actually looked up on the internet and measured out how I should place my curtain rod correctly so that it makes my windows look larger and the room look way taller. Ajatus. Vittu. I also committed a crime during this makeover because I made this mid-century modern little cabinet into a not so mid-century modern cabinet. But it's fine, it's not even actually wood, there is just this wood film on top and then it's just chipboard inside. That is also why sanding it didn't really work as well as I hoped it would, but well enough. And again with the black handles for a nice little detail. These were kind of obnoxiously large, but I couldn't find anything similar in a smaller size without ordering it online and having to wait for several weeks, so it's fine, might change them later. That is the process of how I redid my entire art studio. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave comments, all that. And I hope you come back for the entire art studio tour. Bye!